YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, let's get it going. So look, fam, this has been a long awaited review for one of the most anticipated 2011 releases in 2024. And of course, coming from one of the premier 2011 manufacturers, Atlas Gunworks. So look, fam, you guys know I have several Atlases in my collection, whether it's that Atlas Erebus, the Atlas Artemis, and also that Atlas Nyx Covert Gold Edition. And so you know how I feel about Atlas Gunworks guns. They just make fantastic firearms. But everybody was very excited about the release of the EOS. And I did kind of an unboxing, a pre-review, if you will, of the EOS before I even had it. I did it with a Covert store model. And they were so kind to allow me to do that. And let me shout out my guys at Covert. Because of them, I was able to do that video. But also, I was able to actually get my own EOS in much faster than originally anticipated. So if you're looking for high-end quality firearms and accessories, definitely holler at my guys at covertprojects.com. All right, look. Let's jump into it. First of all, let me let you check out your boy 2A-N-LA's Atlas Gunworks EOS, fam. This gun, look, I've already said Atlas makes just phenomenal shooting firearms. If there's a criticism of their guns by most, is that stylistically they aren't as pleasing. Well, I think they really did a great job on the EOS. The new serration pattern here, I think, and that's continued on to the back of the gun, I think really enhances the look. This EOS was just made to be in black DLC. Of course, we added that Acro P2 up top and that Surefire to just complete the package. But aesthetically, I think this is one of the nicest looking guns that Atlas Gunworks has produced. All right, fam, but look, this video is not about looks. It's not about aesthetics. It is about how the gun performs, right? And so for those who haven't seen a 2A-N-LA review, basically we take 10 categories. Each category weighted anywhere from 15 points to 5 points, depending on how I ascertain the importance of a firearm. And I am not an easy grader, you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's no participation trophies handed out here. You either got it or you don't have it. We don't care about hurt feelings. Now, in terms of the grading, a 50 represents a middle of the road firearm. That's a solid firearm, a firearm that's reliable, something that's going to go bang every time you press the trigger. Think Glock 17 Gen 5 out of the box. That's a 50 gun. And anywhere kind of between 50 and 60, that's an average solid gun, right? If you've got a gun that is kind of 60 to 70, there's something about that gun. Maybe it has some special characteristics. Maybe it has an above average trigger, or there's something about the gun that makes it a little bit special, one kind of deviation above the norm. If you've got a gun that's 70 to 80, now you have at this point a pretty high quality firearm. This is definitely something that you should be very proud of if your gun scores in that range. There's a couple deviations above the median there. That gun has some special qualities to it. If you've got something between 80 and 90, okay, now you're cooking with gas. Now you are cooking with gas. This is an elite level firearm. Anything that scores in a 2A-N-LA scale between 80 and 90 is an elite level firearm, regardless of what its purpose is. It is doing it is serving that purpose at a very high level. And look, fam, if you happen to have something like 90 and above, okay. Okay, I'm not going to say that that's a one-of-one gun, but I am going to say that's a grail gun. That's a gun that should be passed down generation to generation to generation. It is at the top of the evolutionary food chain for that type of firearm. All right, with that said, let's jump into the review. All right, fam, first up, fit and finish. Look, fam, Atlas just does their thing. You know, the slide to frame finish is you know, super uber tight. Atlas always uses the highest quality materials. The gun is custom fit. The slide is just buttery smooth. It doesn't, Atlas never fails, y'all. They never fail to come out with a gun that has really tight tolerances, but still manage to have just like a buttery smooth slide. And if I said it once, I've said it a million times, nothing like an Atlas trigger. So look, fam, when it comes to fit and finish, we're going to give this firearm a 15 out of 15. All right, fam, next up, reliability. I've already put about 1,000 rounds through it, and generally I try to get at least 1,000 rounds for my review. Zero malfunctions. Atlas makes very reliable guns. Now, I'll say this is a 2011. This is not a Glock. You know, you have to keep, 2011s are Ferraris. 2011s are Lamborghinis. You have to keep them clean. So every 1,000 rounds or so, you need to break the gun down and clean it out. It's highly reliable, but because, you know, it's not a Glock where you can run 10,000 rounds through it without cleaning it and throw it in the sand and dirt, I won't give it a full 15 out of 15, but I will give it a 14 out of 15 for reliability. Next up, durability. Look, fam, steel grip, quality materials, external and internals. This gun is built to last. This is the kind of gun you should be able to pass down to your kids, to your kids' kids, and your kids' kids' kids. Atlas just does a phenomenal job in terms of build quality and the material you use and how durable the gun is. This is going to get a full 15 out of 15 for me on durability. All right, fam, next up, trigger. Look, trigger is very important to me. For other people, maybe not so much, but it's the one part of the gun that you are constantly interacting with. And so the better that trigger experience is, the more you're going to want to shoot the gun, the more you're going to want to train the gun, train with the gun. Generally speaking, the faster and more responsive the gun will be. And if I said it once, fam, I've said it a million times. Nobody makes a trigger like Atlas. Maybe Infinity, but look, that's your take up. It's virtually non-existent. Clear, defined wall, crisp, clean break. Look at the reset, y'all. Fam. Fam, this trigger is unbelievable. All Atlas's triggers are. It's really, I know I kind of sound biased. You know, Atlas didn't send me this gun for free. Every Atlas gun I've owned, I paid for. So there's no favoritism being played. They just know what they're doing. They do a great job at it. This gun wants to go. You know, I talked about how much I love the Erebus. The Erebus, Atlas Erebus, is my favorite pistol by far. In part because it's so smooth and so responsive. What makes this gun amazing to me, and in part, is the trigger. But it's that this gun in a 4 1/4 barrel has that same feeling. It wants to go. It wants to go faster. It's willing to take whatever you can give it, and this trigger really allows for that. So again, trigger 15 out of 15. All right, fam, next up, accuracy. Look, fam, this is not a competition pistol, although to be honest, you definitely could compete with it. At a 4 1/4 barrel and a very slim frame, this gun was made to be the ultimate conceal carry pistol. And I guess the biggest compliment I can pay to it is that for a concealed carry gun, it is competition. It has competition quality accuracy. I put some footage up in the beginning of me shooting the gun, and that footage was really just me finding my way. But I tell you, it's eerily accurate. It's eerily accurate. You know, part of that, again, is the trigger, how smooth it is. Part of that is the barrel, the weight of the gun. If you guys haven't seen the video I did where I kind of talked about the evolution of this gun, how it came about. This gun really is very comparable to the Aries, but they took the Aries and took it to another level by adding this steel grip and the porting. You have a gun now that is perfectly weighted and is soft shooting. It reciprocates so fast. Yeah, amazing. So it's not Erebus level accuracy, obviously, because it's a concealed carry pistol, but it is very accurate. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 for accuracy. Next up, fam, ergonomics. How does a gun feel in the hand? Fam, this is one of the things that I was worried about. This is an area where I thought the gun could take a hit because it's a 4 1/4, because it's a concealed carry pistol, and because of how slim the frame is, and I've got big hands. I thought I was going to find it problematic, but I gotta say, fam, it's perfect. It is the perfect size for a concealed carry pistol. I often find I need to get an extended magazine to allow a good purchase on the grip. As you can see, this is flush fit, and even though it's thinner framed, which is what you would want for a concealed carry pistol, it is still more than enough. And it feels just phenomenal in the hand. So ergonomics, again, I'm a full size pistol guy. I like 4.6 inch barrels. I like 5 inch barrels. But for a concealed carry pistol, thin frame, they did an excellent job. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for ergonomics. All right, fam, these next two we're going to kind of lump together. And it's a consistent theme for Atlas. One is aftermarket support. The other is maintenance and upkeep. Aftermarket support, more and more companies now are coming out and providing additional aftermarket support for in the 2011 space, whether it's your Monsoon Tacticals, your Vulcan Machine Works, your Skips Guns, your Iron Monkeys, your DSC Gunworks, and more. All these guys are out here doing phenomenal things in the space, and more aftermarket products are coming available. The thing about most Atlas guns is they really don't need anything. When you have a gun that comes like this out of the box, with this quality of internals, with this quality of ergonomics, with this quality of materials, the way the gun is custom fit, the trigger, you really don't have to do anything. Throw your dot on it and or a light and you're done. Your deal is done. But that said, there is some aftermarket support out there, plenty actually, and so we're going to give it a 4 out of 5 for aftermarket support. I mentioned earlier that 2011s are Ferraris, they're Lamborghinis. They can be temperamental, although Atlas guns tend to be terribly reliable. Still, you got to keep them clean, so we're going to give them, again, a 4 out of 5 for maintenance and upkeep. You'll want to break this down and clean it out, like every 1,000 rounds or so. All right, fam, next up, affordability. Look, fam, look. This is where a lot of my firearms that I review take a hit, and unfortunately, the EOS is no exception. I'm going to go ahead and put up the price of the gun up there. It is an expensive gun, fam, and if you're going to conceal carry this, what a lot of feedback is going to be is, I'm not going to conceal carry a gun that is probably going to be, once you add your optic and everything, right, it's going to be like $7,000. I'm not going to do that, because if I have to engage it, then my gun is I'm probably never going to see that gun again. That's perfectly reasonable. I get it. And that's why for affordability, it only gets 1 out of 5. All right, fam. Last but not least, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Are your boys gonna go off? Is everybody going to be jealous and envious of you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nobody's gonna like you when they see this gun. That's how sexy it is. Full flex points, 5 out of 5 for flex for the Atlas EOS, the ultimate concealed carry gun. All right, fam, look, you add all of that up and you get a whopping 91 out of a possible 100, fam. 91 ties the highest score ever earned on this channel. And you know which gun got that 91? Another Atlas gun. Another Atlas gun. The Atlas Erebus got that. So, fam, you guys know how much I love the Erebus. The fact that this gun reviewed out as the same score as the Erebus says a lot about the gun. I'm not saying this gun is a better shooter than the Erebus, but for a concealed carry pistol to even be in the conversation, a 4¼ barrel ported, not comped, no side block, anything like that, to be in the same conversation says what this gun is, y'all. It is a home run. I know that this is a very expensive gun and that is out of the range for most people. But if you are in the 2011 space and you're looking for a 4¼ you're not going to do better than the Atlas EOS. That is 100% for sure. All right. That's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, I want you guys to take care of one another and peace.